Tens of millions of years ago, the T-Rex ruled the continent, while the Titanoboa was the ultimate nightmare of the tropical rainforests after the dinosaur era. But if these two apex predators were to face off, who would be the last one standing? A crushing bite or a constricting force strong enough to squeeze the life out of its prey? This showdown will reveal the secrets of absolute power. Are you ready to explore? But before we dive into the battle, let's get to know these two top-tier predators. First up, T-Rex. More than 66 million years ago, on the island continent of Laramida, what is now known as Western North America, there was a dinosaur that struck fear into every other living creature, the Tyrannosaurus rex. This name does not just represent one of the last dinosaurs to exist before the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event. It is also a symbol of the golden age of natural evolution. T-Rex was not just any dinosaur, it was the embodiment of prehistoric greatness. It had a much wider geographical range than other tyrannosaur species. Fossils of T-Rex have been discovered in geological layers dating from the Campanian to the Maastrichtian age, spanning from 72 to 66 million years ago. This suggests that not only did this dinosaur survive for an extended period, but it also had an exceptional ability to adapt to different environments. Although it was not the largest dinosaur to have ever lived, T-Rex stood out due to its massive size and dominance in the prehistoric world. Its body could grow up to 40 to 43 feet long, or about 12 to 13 meters, and it stood about 13 feet tall at the ships, or about 4 meters. This made T-Rex a living fortress, outclassing most other dinosaurs of its time. The physical design of T-Rex was perfectly adapted for its role as a supreme predator. Its most prominent feature was its nearly 5-foot-long head, or about 1.5 meters, which held countless secrets about its hunting methods and lifestyle. Its powerful hind legs were built for strength and stability, allowing it to move efficiently across vast landscapes. Its long tail not only provided perfect balance, but also played a crucial role in maintaining speed and stability. Even though its arms were only about 3 feet long, or about 1 meter, the overall structure of T-Rex remains one of nature's most remarkable designs. The fossils of this predator not only tell the story of an extraordinary dinosaur, but also open a window into an era that forever changed the Earth. The most impressive aspect of T-Rex's strength was its massive jaws, which could open up to 75 degrees and were packed with about 60 razor-sharp teeth, each measuring up to 7 inches long or about 18 centimeters. These teeth functioned like serrated knives, designed for slicing, tearing, and crushing anything in their path. The bite force of T-Rex ranged from 35,000 to 57,000 newtons, strong enough to crush bones and pierce through the thick skin of large dinosaurs like Triceratops or armored dinosaurs. This bone-crushing ability gave it an edge over many other predators, as it could extract nutrients from bones, something very few carnivores could do. Despite its enormous size, T-Rex was not as slow as many people assume. Its incredibly powerful hind legs not only supported its weight, but also allowed it to move at speeds of 12 to 15 miles per hour, or about 20 to 24 kilometers per hour, fast enough to chase down quick-footed prey. Beyond raw strength, T-Rex possessed an invisible but equally terrifying weapon, an ultra-sensitive sense of smell. Its brain was optimized to process olfactory signals, enabling it to detect the scent of prey or carcasses from great distances. This heightened sense of smell meant that T-Rex rarely missed an opportunity to feed, especially in environments where food was scarce. This raises one of the biggest debates in paleontology. Was T-Rex an active predator or just a massive scavenger? Fossil evidence, such as T-Rex bite marks found on the bones of other dinosaurs, suggests that it did not pass up the chance to scavenge when the opportunity arose. However, the sheer power of T-Rex's physical structure tells a different story. From its incredibly strong bite force and impressive speed to its colossal size, everything about this dinosaur suggests that it was more than capable of hunting and taking down large prey such as hadrosaurs, armored dinosaurs, and triceratops. The truth likely lies somewhere in between. T-Rex was an exceptional active predator that also took advantage of scavenging when necessary. When hunting, T-Rex is believed to have used two primary strategies: ambush or pursuit. In ambush scenarios, it would rely on its ability to stay hidden and its patience, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Then, with a sudden burst of speed, it would lunge forward and deliver a fatal bite aimed at weak spots like the neck or underbelly of its prey. For more agile prey, T-Rex could utilize its powerful legs to chase them down before delivering a devastating bite with its bone-crushing jaws, ensuring a swift and lethal takedown. T-Rex did not just rely on strength alone, it also used its massive size and weight to overwhelm its opponents. A direct collision with T-Rex could incapacitate its prey, making it easy to finish the job. Now, let's talk about Titanoboa. More than 60 million years ago, after the dinosaurs went extinct, a new giant creature rose to dominance in the tropical rainforests of ancient South America. This was Titanoboa cerrejonensis, the largest snake to have ever lived on Earth. Titanoboa, the largest snake in history, possessed truly astonishing dimensions. When fully grown, it could reach lengths of 42 to nearly 49 feet, or about 12 to nearly 15 meters, and weighed about 1 ton. The thickest part of its body had a diameter of up to 3 feet, or about 0.9 meters, making it vastly larger than any modern snake, including the green anaconda, which today reaches only about 20 feet long, or about 6 meters, and weighs around 500 pounds, or about 227 kilograms. Some theories suggest that Titanoboa might have been a natural hybrid of the ancient ancestors of boas and anacondas. However, there is currently no solid scientific evidence to support this claim, and the exact origins of Titanoboa remain a mystery waiting to be uncovered. Titanoboa thrived between 50 to 60 million years ago during the Paleocene epoch, when Earth's climate was warming up after the Cretaceous-Paleogene mass extinction. At the time, global temperatures were significantly higher than today, creating ideal conditions for cold-blooded animals like Titanoboa to grow to immense sizes. The first fossils of Titanoboa were discovered in 2009 in the Cerrejón coal mine in northern Colombia. This site also yielded 28 additional fossil specimens of this species, providing scientists with valuable clues to reconstruct the life of this prehistoric giant. With its immense size, incredible strength, and cold-blooded hunting instincts, Titanoboa had no natural rivals in its environment. This species primarily lived in swampy tropical forests, lurking beneath the water's surface to ambush unsuspecting prey. Even though Titanoboa was non-venomous, it was still one of the most terrifying predators in natural history. Dubbed the swamp assassin, this giant snake combined extraordinary muscle power with sophisticated hunting tactics, securing its reign as the undisputed ruler of its ancient ecosystem. Titanoboa employed a hunting method similar to modern constrictor snakes, but on a far greater and more efficient scale. As a master of ambush, this massive snake would camouflage itself underwater or within dense vegetation, where its long body and natural coloring blended seamlessly into the environment. When prey let its guard down, Titanoboa would strike with lightning speed, using its sharp teeth to latch onto its victim, preventing any chance of escape. Once it secured its prey, Titanoboa would immediately unleash its terrifying constriction force, estimated at 400 psi, which is 10 times stronger than the green anaconda. This immense pressure was strong enough to crush bones, rupture internal organs, or cause fatal internal bleeding, swiftly exhausting its prey within moments. With a body length exceeding 46 feet, or about 14 meters, and weighing over 1 ton, Titanoboa not only relied on its immense muscle strength, but also used its massive body weight to completely overpower its victim, ensuring there was no chance of survival. This swift, brutal, and highly effective attack strategy cemented Titanoboa's status as an uncontested apex predator in its ancient habitat. Titanoboa primarily fed on other giant creatures of its time, including large fish, massive turtles, and prehistoric crocodiles. One particularly impressive feature of Titanoboa was its sharp teeth, which allowed it to easily crush the hard shells of giant prehistoric turtles, a food source that many other predators could not even attempt to consume. Thanks to its terrifying muscle strength, unmatched constriction force, and impeccable ambush tactics, Titanoboa completely dominated its environment. No other creature dared to challenge this swamp assassin, and anything that came within its strike range stood absolutely no chance of survival. What if T-Rex versus Titanoboa? T-Rex enters the battle with a set of devastating weapons. Its massive jaws deliver a bite force of up to 35,000 newtons, which is twice as strong as a great white shark, powerful enough to crush the bones of any opponent. Its powerful hind legs not only allow for rapid movement, but also enable T-Rex to launch precise and forceful attacks, reinforcing its status as a land-based destruction machine. Meanwhile, Titanoboa does not need venom to take down its prey. Its advantage lies in its masterful ambush strategy and terrifying constriction force, capable of exerting pressure equivalent to the weight of 3 Eiffel Towers pressing down on its victim. With just one perfectly timed surprise attack, Titanoboa could seize control of the battle, leaving its opponent completely unable to fight back. On land, T-Rex has a massive advantage due to its gigantic size, raw muscle strength, and devastating bite force. If T-Rex detects Titanoboa first and lands a lethal bite targeting the snake's head or body, the fight could end very quickly. However, Titanoboa is not an easy opponent to take down. If Titanoboa launches an ambush from a favorable position, especially from underwater or within dense vegetation, it could use its natural camouflage and overwhelming constriction strength to overpower T-Rex. Once Titanoboa successfully wraps around its prey, its crushing force would quickly render T-Rex defenseless, leading to the inevitable defeat of the dinosaur king. The outcome of this battle depends entirely on the environment and timing. On land, T-Rex holds the upper hand with its superior strength, massive size, and bone-crushing bite. However, in an aquatic setting, Titanoboa's ambush tactics and suffocating constriction could turn the tables and secure victory. This hypothetical showdown is not just a test of power and size, but also an examination of agility, strategy, and adaptability. Regardless of the winner, both of these creatures are legendary icons of dominance and absolute strength in natural history. What do you think? If T-Rex and Titanoboa faced off, who would win? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and do not forget to hit subscribe so you will not miss more exciting content. See you in the next video.